Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. And welcome to the 2026 State of the City Luncheon featuring Mayor Rex Hardin of the great city of Pompano Beach. My name is Yvette Janvier, and I have the pleasure to serve as the president and CEO of the Greater Pompano Beach Chamber of Commerce. At this time, I ask that you all please silence your phones. Please make sure your phone is on silent so we can have a smooth program. Thank you. Today we gather not only to reflect on the progress of our city, but to recognize the leadership, partnerships, and shared vision that continue to move Pompano Beach forward. On behalf of the Greater Pompano Beach Chamber of Commerce, our board of directors, and our dedicated staff, we are proud to bring together the business and civic leaders who continue to shape the future of Pompano Beach. We would like to extend our sincere appreciation to the Pompano Beach Cultural Center for hosting today's luncheon, and to John Knox Village for providing today's meal. We also want to thank our sponsors whose support makes this important event possible. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Lou Backrow Automotive Group, our platinum sponsor, Roca Point Partners, our gold sponsors, Broward, Palm Beaches, St. Lucie Realtors, Federal Engineering and Testing, Harrah's Pompano Beach, Redevelopment Management Associates, and Keith. Our silver sponsors, Ruthie Brooks with Ballastry Real Estate and Waste Management. Our community partners, Joja Enterprises, Parrish and Associates, LM Restaurants, Natalia Bray with Ballastry Real Estate, and TLC for Teachers. And our financial partners, Seacoast Bank, Centennial Bank, and I Think Financial. We also recognize and thank the many elected officials and members of city leadership who are joining us today. Your continued collaboration plays a vital role in the strength and the success of our community. At this time, it is my honor to invite the Pompano Beach Fire Rescue Honor Guard to present the colors. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem, presented by Felicia Adderley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, our flag was still there. Or say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now please help me welcome our presenting sponsor, Craig Backroll with Lou Backroll Automotive Group. You're so welcome.
All right, I give credit to the speechwriter today, but I also have to say that he wrote this very small. So anyway, thanks for having us here, guys. Definitely an honor to be the presenting sponsor for such an important event here with Pompano Beach. When most people think of a dealership, they think about buying a car. At Backroad, we think about something bigger. We think about people, relationships, and the role people play in communities. For over 40 years, Backroad has been proud to call Pompano Beach home. What started as a business has grown into a family of over 200 employees, people who live here, raise their families here, and genuinely care about what happens in this community. Yes, we sell cars and service vehicles, but our purpose goes far beyond that. It's about reaching out into the communities and making a difference where we can. Brendan and Darcy have really started the outreach here with the chamber, with the city, with the opportunity for us to get deeper involved in the communities. We're going to be looking at being more deeply involved in the teachers, the schools, the fire department, employee purchase programs with the city. What started 40 years ago is only just beginning. We're thrilled to be your presenting sponsor today and look forward to many more great years with you guys and great success here in Pompano Beach. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Craig. And again, thank you so much for Lou Backroll for supporting and sponsoring this event for us today. And now, the reason why we all are here today, please join me in welcoming the mayor of our great city, Pompano Beach, the Honorable Rex Hardin.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Everybody, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But thank you, Evie. I appreciate that also. You know, today is indeed a very special day. But first, before I go any further, let me recognize my elected officials. Thank you for your dedication to our city. You see them up here on the screen. Every day we work to make Pompano Beach a better place. And also, a very welcome to everyone here today. How is it in Pompano Beach, folks? Yes. Indeed it is. Thank you so much. Today, I'll share with you the state of our city and our story about how Pompano Beach has become Florida's warmest welcome. It started with a vision. And over the past 2 decades, 20 years, the city of Pompano Beach has executed that bold vision. And today, you'll learn how that vision is delivering real economic results. The vision was targeted, intentional, and inclusive. Together, we have generated hundreds of millions of dollars in public and private investment. We've created jobs. We've strengthened our neighborhoods. and we've elevated the quality of life for our residents and our businesses. Building a strong economic foundation takes vision, discipline, and consistency. But we stayed committed. So, as your mayor, I can emphatically say, the state of our city is strong. Thank you. Without question. When we set this course, we made a promise, a brand promise, that Pompano Beach would be known as Florida's warmest welcome. That promise was simple and it was powerful. We would value and maintain our genuine hometown character. But we would also provide the lifestyle of a progressive modern city. We would focus on our parks, on our beaches, and make it efficient to do business here. And most important, we would strive to make you feel like a valued part of our community. Today, we reaffirm that promise. One of the clearest examples of that commitment was the transformation of our beachfront and the creation of the Pompano Beach Fishing Village. What was once an aging roadway and underutilized beachfront is now a vibrant destination designed for families, residents, visitors, and entrepreneurs alike. That transformation sparked significant private investment, including the Oceanic and Beach House restaurants, the Hilton Hotel, Kilwins, and numerous other establishments. These partners invested because they saw what we saw: opportunity, momentum, a city on the rise. But the Fishing Village, it's more than a project. It's proof that when a city commits to thoughtful planning and strategic investment, transformation follows. It's a symbol of our Renaissance. This is what happens when a community believes in its future and has the courage to build it. That transformational project taught us a few things, and we need to remember them. It taught us that our community wants to see growth, but not at the expense of our true hometown character. It taught us that we have to stay on course and stay true to the vision, but we've also got to listen. Listen to the people and ensure there's a seat at the table for voices to be heard. So what do we need to do to ensure the next phase of our city's growth is done well? Well, we start by listening to our residents. But we also need to listen to the business community, especially those restaurateurs who invested their time and money into making our fishing village the success that it is. They helped make it a reality, and their future success continues to depend on us to make good policy decisions. Let's hear from Lou Mashakis from Oceanic and Andy Fox from the Beach House restaurant on what made them decide to invest in our city.
I think it was the partnership between the city, the CRA. They put together a vision, and I'm sure there's a lot of planning that went into that.
I was convinced by my broker, Pompano was changing, to come down and look at it. So I come down, I met with the city and city officials. They show me the commitment they had towards infrastructure, and that really made me, believe in the city what they were going to do, and that's why I made the investment.
I think both Beach House, Oceanic, right here on the sand, the high quality restaurants that we are, beautiful designs, great food, warm service, definitely drove in higher end businesses like Waldorf, Ritz-Carlton, and W.
We're high quality restaurants and we attract high quality, hotels. I don't think 10, 15 years ago any one of them will even think coming to Pompano Beach.
We have the restaurants, we have the hotels that are here and coming. There's shopping, there's walkable spaces, a beautiful pier, beautiful beach. We really feel like Pompano's on the map. It's so important to have the proper infrastructure to sustain that. We've done everything that we can do to draw the businesses in, and we're set up to have all the people come here. But if we can't have spaces for them to park, we'll lose it.
We reach a plateau right now. We can't do more business if we don't have parking.
They really made this area as beautiful as they could. And then we found, an opportunity to have a real partnership with the city.
Yes. And I believe Lou and Andy, they're with us today. Let's give them a big round of applause. Their investment shows the kind of commitment that people have in the city of Pompano Beach, and thank you, and we are committed to your success. And we will make sure we continue to provide support to ensure your success and the success of our fishing village. But did you know? The fishing village generated a wave of economic impacts that continue to grow our tax base. Let's take a look. Over $61 million in increased property values since inception. It created more than 500 permanent jobs. It increased our parking and other city revenues from roughly $500,000 to more than $6 million annually. And we project $60 million in total city revenues over 50 years through tax increment capture and rental streams. Folks, that's real economic development. Yes. But we didn't stop at just the beach. We did a good job there, but we didn't stop there. Our public investments were also spread over the entire city thanks to the G.O. Pompano initiative approved by our voters. More than 25 priority projects valued at approximately $180 million were built or are underway today. These projects have already delivered real impact. Our revitalized parks and community facilities bring neighborhoods to life. Open spaces and public areas are now used by our residents, especially those with entertainment venues. Our expanded entertainment and cultural venues are attracting visitors from all over the world to support our local restaurants, shops, and businesses. The upgraded infrastructure provides safer, more efficient streets and utilities. And our enhanced safety features, investments protect residents and visitors alike, especially our pedestrians. Wow, that is fantastic. Before we move forward, though, I want to acknowledge none of this progress would have been possible without the backbone of our city employees. And it starts, yes, but it starts with our city manager, Mr. Harrison. Mr. Harrison is here today. Mr. Harrison, let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you for your visionary leadership and for keeping your team of over 800 employees motivated and focused on our city's future success. Thank you also to our assistant city managers who lead their teams, delivering results all across the city, and to every dedicated department head managing our city's day-to-day basis. And thank you especially to each and every city employee who comes to work every single day, working tirelessly to ensure we live up to our brand promise. You folks are the true backbone of our city, and we thank you, city employees. Yes. Nothing happens without them. Thanks to this team approach, we've laid the foundation for smart, sustainable growth. And we've executed bold, forward-thinking plans and created jobs. Most importantly, these projects have set the stage for people and businesses to come into our city and invest. These new projects generate new taxes to help fund our roads, our infrastructure, and our parks. And those new tax dollars They keep our taxes low. Some said it could never happen. I've heard that since I was first elected back in 1998. Oh, it'll never happen. But Pompano Beach, it did. Yes. And the best part? This is just the beginning. We will continue to invest in our city, our neighborhoods, and our future, because Pompano Beach is on the rise, and opportunities ahead are limitless, folks. All right. While our economic foundation is vital to the success of our city, so is ensuring our residents are safe and secure. Safety is a top priority for our residents, and it's a top priority for this City Commission. That's why some of the most important projects funded through our GEO bond focus directly on keeping Pompano Beach safe and secure. Earlier this year, Major Elwood of the Broward Sheriff's Office reported overall crime in Pompano Beach has declined, with property crime and several violent crime categories trending downward. That progress reflects strong policing, strategic investment, and meaningful community engagement. We've also invested in our fire stations and lifeguard stations to ensure our first responders are fully equipped and prepared to protect our residents when seconds matter most. Under the leadership of Fire Chief Pete McGinnis, our fire department is operating in brand new, state-of-the-art facilities designed for faster response times, improved coordination, and enhanced public safety. These investments are about, yes, that's a big one. These investments are about readiness. They're about preparation. And they're about protecting our community. Let's hear directly from Major Elwood and Chief McGinnis about the impact these public safety improvements have made.
So our BSO Pompano Beach detectives, working with the Broward County Money Laundering Task Force, concluded a year-long nationwide drug diversion investigation involving complex and innovative multi-jurisdictional investigative techniques. There were 8 defendants charged. 5 defendants have already entered guilty pleas. There's 3 cases remaining. In this investigation, it's the largest seizure in the history of the state of Florida.
Wow.
The funds that our Pompano detectives are bringing back to the city is $2,723,914.
Wow.
2 years ago, I stood here, I think it was my second or third day as the chief. And we had a line of people in here because just prior to me coming here, there was several shootings in the city. Everybody was looking at me and said, "Hey, Major, what are you going to do about it?" And I thought, well, I haven't even unpacked any boxes yet, but I got the message. Mayor, you leaned over, as you often do, and said, "Major, you need to do something about this." Last year, we decreased crime overall in the city by 13%.
Wow, that's great.
But more importantly, we decreased shootings by 40% from 2024. That is a significant number. We decreased homicides by 39%. And I just want to say this to you. Those aren't just numbers. Those are people in the community.
Hi, I'm Pete McGinnis. I'm the fire chief here in the city of Pompano Beach. We're here today to go over the brand new Fire Station 52. It's our brand new firehouse. Come on in, let's go inside, take a look around. This is the apparatus bay. This is where we actually respond to calls. This is Rescue 52, Engine 52, Battalion 52, and over here we have our vehicle that we use for public education. It's a Apocalypse Jeep, which is built and manufactured right here in Pompano Beach. They built this thing for us. So these doors here, they are relatively new. We have them on 6 of our 7 stations. They're bifolds, so they actually open faster and get our crews to be able to respond to their emergencies quicker. Here are our fire poles. We have these now at 5 of the 7 stations. We are going to be rebuilding the last station that will incorporate this. This is the first station we've ever done this on. We created a bronze plaque and we actually put the 8 dimensions of wellness because Woody wanted health and safety to be the foundation of this station. Senor, Lieutenant 52, how are you, sir?
All right. Yes. Thank you, Mayor Elwood and Chief McGinnis, for keeping our city safe. In fact, they're here today. If you guys want to go and say thank you to them after the event, feel free. Go ahead and raise your hands over there, guys. Yes. Great job. Keep it up. Another key commitment we made last year was to strengthen safety in our neighborhoods through a sweeping investment in street lighting. Improved lighting is a proven crime deterrent. It enhances pedestrian safety, reduces criminal activity, and provides residents with a sense of security in their neighborhoods. But we didn't stop there. To further support our community safety across Pompano Beach, including in residential areas like Palm Air, the city and the Broward Sheriff's Office have integrated advanced surveillance technology into our public safety strategy. This includes high-definition license plate readers and real-time video feeds that feed into our real-time crime center. This gives law enforcement faster access to critical information when it matters most. These tools are helping us prevent crime, respond more efficiently, and protect our neighborhoods. But the real measure of success is how our community feels. That's important. So let's hear from some residents about new lighting and roadway improvements, as well as the license plate readers and cameras.
Entrances into this community, and they're all going to be placed in those entrances. So there is a connection directly from the camera and the high-definition cameras to the police, and they are monitoring constantly 24 hours a day.
It was really nice to finally see something coming to fruition and the lights being put up. You see people outside interacting more because they're going out in the evening with their dogs, and you actually see the community coming together.
That made a lot of streets in Crest Haven a lot lighter and safer for the residents.
There's also the sidewalks that we've been waiting for years to get done, and those were put in, and it's wonderful just seeing people out walking their dogs. So it's been a really good change. And then there's the Dennis Meyer Boulevard. You walk, as you drive down there, it looks like a little town. Mm-hmm. So we always comment when we go down there, you know, they put the sidewalks, the curbs, there's flowers and trees, and it just looks so pretty when you're driving down there, and it makes you proud to be part of this community.
So, yes, I mean, this is critical stuff. Public safety, it's not optional, it's foundational. Safe neighborhoods protect property values. They support local businesses. They create peace of mind for families. And we will continue to invest in people, technology, and infrastructure that keeps Pompano Beach strong and secure. Because when our community feels safe, opportunity grows. And that brings us to something critically important. When we make smart public investments in safety, in infrastructure, and quality spaces, it builds confidence. Confidence attracts private investment. Private investment strengthens our tax base. And a strong tax base allows us to deliver high-quality services while keeping taxes low. That's how you build a physically healthy city. Yes. As public officials, we take our responsibility seriously to invest tax dollars wisely. When we invest in public infrastructure, our roads, bridges, parking garages, and parks, we're doing more than just building projects. We're sending a signal that we are setting a standard, a high standard. But we also expect private sector to invest in our city with the highest standards of projects possible. This is important. If we want to keep our quality of life high, if we want new roads, improved infrastructure, and enhanced amenities, we must have the resources to pay for them. That means We need the private sector to invest in our city. But we must also protect and maintain the charm and character that made our city so special. And strong economic development helps keep taxes low while maintaining the quality of life our residents expect. Our public investments have attracted some of the most sought-after residential brands in the United States. Within just 1 mile of each other, we now have the Waldorf Astoria residences, the Ritz-Carlton residences, and the W. And on the west side of town, we got the Pomp. These projects enhance our image, elevate our skyline, and generate significant new taxable value. These brands chose Pompano Beach because they saw what we see, a city with vision, stability, and momentum. So what really made these global brands, recognized around the world, decide that Pompano Beach is the right place to invest? Well, let's hear from Dev Motwani, a local developer who made the decision to bring one of these fantastic projects to our city.
We started investing in here 10, 15 years ago. We saw not only a clear vision for what the city wanted, but also capital investment and a commitment to do the things that they said they were going to do. And so as we watched those infrastructure projects come to life, we watched that investment made and those upgrades happen. It gave us all the more confidence to be more invested and more committed to the Pompano Beach market. The decisions that were made 10, 15 years ago are the only reason we're investing today. That vision and that commitment to the vision and the consistency of that is what gives guys like us the confidence to invest and to make these long-term commitments in the private side. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, so right down the street from the site, and my first job outside of the family was actually valeting at the Houston and Pompano Beach. So I have a fond memory of this market. I used to do this drive up by this site going back 3 decades. And so, for me to be able to enhance the market and to be investing here and to be bringing this world-class project and really putting Pompano Beach on the map in the luxury residential space, it's really special to me because it has a special place in my heart. We have a lot of history here. Pompano has a great mix and diversity of housing, but the one thing that was missing was the true luxury product, and the brand Waldorf really puts that stamp of approval in that market. So the project is the first ever Waldorf Astoria residences, standalone with no hotel component. It's 92 residents, a fully amenitized building with world-class design, world-class amenities, but it's more of a boutique building. It's under 100 units. Pompano has a great vision. It wants to upgrade, it wants to go upscale, but it still wants to keep that beachside charm, that community feeling, and that's what we're delivering within the Waldorf Pompano Beach. We think the future for Pompano Beach is tremendous. As long as they continue to follow through with that vision that was carefully crafted, they continue to make those investments. When Pompano developed that vision to stay true to its roots, but at the same time upgrade and modernize, I think people really resonate with that because they're not trying to be, the market's not trying to be something it's not. It's just enhancing the beauty and all the great amenities that are already there, but modernizing it and bringing it to current day standards.
There you go. I know Dev wanted to be here. Dev, there he is right here. Let's say thank you, Dev. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for your investment in our city and truly making these things happen. Appreciate your help here, of course. Now, let's talk about what all this means for you and for the fiscal health of our city. Every year, our city undergoes an independent audit to ensure we're managing taxpayer funds appropriately and transparently. When auditors review a city's finances and find full compliance, they issue what's known as no findings. That's important, no findings. What that means there's no deficiencies, there's no compliance failures, there's no financial irregularities. So last year, our financial audit here in the city of Pompano Beach had no findings. Yes. Well, folks, thank you for the applause for that. But there's something even bigger than that. That accomplishment wasn't just for last year. As of this week, we just got notified, we've had 0 findings for the last 14 years. Great job, city management team and finance team. Allison Furtado, thank you for what you do for our city. Finance director, yes. It's a team effort. Go team, keep it up. This is indeed a remarkable record of fiscal responsibility. But why does that matter? Because when a city manages its finances well, it earns credibility in the financial markets. And that credibility allows us to borrow funds at lower rates when we fund major infrastructure projects. That saves taxpayers significant money over time. That's why it matters. What this means is simple. We're growing our city responsibly. We're protecting taxpayer dollars, and we're growing our city in a transparent, disciplined, and fiscally sound way. That's how you keep quality high and taxes low. Our renaissance did not happen just by accident, folks. It was intentional. It happened because of vision. You heard about that from Dev. And because of community partners who dedicated countless hours shaping the direction of our city. This is important. Let's begin by thanking the Pompano Beach Chamber of Commerce, our host and sponsor for today. Their ongoing leadership and partnership with the City of Pompano Beach and our economic development through the business community is unparalleled, and we thank them so much for your support. Thank you, Evie, for all you're doing for the Chamber. But many groups have contributed to this city's growth. Members of the East and Northwest CRA Advisory Boards, our Planning and Zoning Board, the Pompano Beach Historical Society, the Eder New Foundation, our Parks and Recreation Boards. One of the most influential partners in our economic future, our Economic Development Council, the EDC. Yes. These organizations participated in this city's renaissance. They've invested their time, their talent, and their resources in our future. And we should thank them all. Yes, let's give them all a big round of applause. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of organizations, a lot of people coming together to really make a great city like the city of Pompano Beach is. And yes, thank you to all of them. Those community partners also recognize something fundamental. If our city is going to thrive, we've got to have a good commercial tax base. Residential growth alone cannot carry the cost of essential services like police, fire, parks, and infrastructure. We need offices. We need industrial space. We need retail. We need mixed-use development. And that brings us to what may be the most important economic development initiative in our city's history: the creation of our new downtown. Yes. After more than 2 decades of planning and visioning, in 2023, we selected Roca Partners as our development partner to help bring this transformational project to life. Our new downtown is projected to generate more than $2 billion in economic impacts. It's going to create jobs, expanding our tax base, and helping fund those critical city services for decades to come. Using the same smart growth strategies that revitalized our beachfront and created the fishing village, we will transform this vacant and underutilized land into opportunity. Opportunity for our residents, opportunity for our local businesses. A vibrant, walkable, and economically strong downtown can lift the entire community, especially our residents. And importantly, our new City Hall will be built for the next generation of technology. We've integrated future-ready technology to transition our current City Hall's infrastructure to a fully integrated, high-performance communication system. The main telecommunications room is located above flood risk, protecting essential infrastructure so we can serve our residents. And the efficient, flexible, and scalable design has built-in capacity for future growth, allowing new systems and technologies to be added, all while making maintenance easier and more cost-effective. That's important planning, folks. But back to our partners. The EDC has worked tirelessly on our new downtown. It's been a lot of work over a lot of years. Let's hear from the chair of the EDC, Tommy DiGiorgio, and their role in our economy.
Well, the first thing is EDC is a think tank. It's really about strategic planning, getting out in front of what the city should look like the next 10 to 15 years. So what we try to do is always look ahead. What are we lacking now? What do we need for the future? And how's that going to help the citizens of Pompano Beach? The Pompano Beach downtown development is one of the most ambitious projects in Broward County over the last 30 years. It's going to dramatically change the face of Pompano Beach. It's going to bridge the divide between the east and west like nothing we've seen before. It will completely create a brand new center of gravity for Pompano Beach. For the last 25 years, we've been able to control the narrative. We've been able to put out a master plan that's been second to none in Broward County, in my opinion. You know, it's very fortunate for the city that they had such vision and leadership throughout the ages that have been able to do things that other cities have not done in Broward County. I'm really proud of the work that the EDC did to encourage that development.
Yes. And with us today in the back, we've got Tommy DiGiorgio, the chair of the EDC. Tommy, thank you. Thank you and the entire EDC for what you guys have worked on for years. We appreciate all the efforts of you and all the other people across this city. Now, I like to brag about my city. I really do. I want to give a special shout out, though. Yes, you can tell, I'm sure. But I want to give a special shout out. Somebody close to my heart. That's our chief building official, Mike Radda. Mike is here today, yes. But I just want to give them a big shout out for processing over $600 million in building permits last year, folks. That's big. So, as we celebrate the growth and momentum, we must also recognize that progress brings realities and challenges. It's not perfect, okay? But we have a history of addressing our challenges head on. We don't shy away. Let's talk about some of those challenges and what we're doing to address them as a city. Like most cities, we face challenges that demand honest attention and collaborative action. We've made real progress addressing some of these hurdles, but let me be clear. Our work is not done. Today, we'll talk about homelessness, affordable housing, small business, employment, and the future of our children. But first, I want to set the stage. A few weeks ago, the county held their State of the County event. Mark Wilson, president of the Florida Chamber of Commerce, was a speaker and challenged Broward County to do better at planning our future. He outlined Florida's 6 pillars of Florida's economy, the drivers of prosperity and high-paying jobs, competitive growth, and vibrant, resilient communities. And he highlighted something important. Job growth in key industries is accelerating right here in Broward County. Now you might ask, what does that have to do with our challenges here in Pompano Beach? Well, I tell you, it has everything to do with our challenges. If we as a city can create opportunity, if we attract higher paying jobs, if we build a vibrant, thriving community, then we're not just managing challenges, we're solving them at the root. And as you know, people are moving to Florida. Growth is coming, folks. We can't stop it. We got a plan for it. Gale's data projected that Broward County is to be among the top counties in population growth. And here's what matters. Florida leads the nation in net income migration from other states. That means people aren't just moving here. They're bringing investment, they're bringing opportunity and capital with them. So employment is a challenge. But this is our opportunity here in Pompano Beach. Our new downtown can and will be a magnet for business, for innovation, and for job creation. And that's not just jobs, folks. That's generational wealth for our residents. That's what's key. So, if we follow the data, if we align our economic strategy with opportunity, we can build a city where success starts early and lasts a lifetime. We've already laid the foundation. Now we just need to stay focused and stay the course. But back to Mark Gale's message at the State of the County event. One of the most important data points shared was about our children. 70% of third graders can read at grade level if they attend VPK, that's voluntary pre-kindergarten, compared to just under 50% who did not attend VPK. If we want long-term success as a city, we've got to invest in our children. Yes. Look, we can't solve this alone. We're not the school board, but we're not powerless. In September 2026, we will launch Reading Pals in partnership with the United Way. And volunteers, including city leaders, firefighters, and others, will read one-on-one with children in classrooms. This is huge, folks, because this is about more than literacy. It's about confidence. It's about connection. It's about opportunity. It sends a powerful message. The community believes in you. Also, our Tech Rec Center opened last summer. It represents the future. With 18 advanced technology stations, our young residents can explore coding, media, e-commerce, esports, digital skills. This isn't just about playing games on computers. This is opportunity for tomorrow, okay? Giving these kids an introduction to tomorrow's way of doing business. That's huge. Let's take a look at the initiatives already changing lives in our city, positioning Pompano Beach as the place for opportunity, business growth, and quality of life in Broward County. One of the greatest challenges facing cities across our nation is homelessness. There is no single cause to homelessness, no perfect solution. But we made the decision as a city. We're not going to rely on the same old approach. Traditionally, folks struggling with homelessness, often due to mental health issues or drugs, they've been arrested and taken to jail. We chose a different path in Pompano Beach. Through our community court, individuals are given a choice: jail or services, support, treatment, a path forward. Many individuals have been given the opportunity to choose a better path. And this program has even been recognized as a model by Broward's chief judge. Because real leadership means addressing problems with solutions that actually change lives. Let's talk about jobs. Opportunity starts with access. That's why Choices Network Systems, launched in fall 2024, is so important. In partnership with the city, they provide job training, career readiness, and direct pathways to employment for youth and adults. And we're just getting started. Because of our downtown redevelopment, it's projected to create thousands of jobs, folks. I mean, that's a game changer. That's not just economic growth. That's upward mobility for our residents. That's what really matters. So, did you know April is National Financial Literacy Month? We're very pleased to, yes it is, and we are very pleased to announce the launch of a program that goes to the heart of our Northwest community. The Wheel of Economic Opportunity and the Wheel in Motion. The Wheel of Opportunity will create economic opportunity for residents as our city grows. In partnership with Lotus Mindset, and Candace Witherspoon from Legacy Community Solutions. We're putting the wheel in motion through a financial literacy series for our residents. The series is going to focus on budgeting, maintaining and repairing your credit, trusts and wills, and creating a legacy plan to build generational wealth for our residents. That's really what it's all about. This program kicks off on April 8th, right here in the Cultural Center. This initiative is about opening doors. It's about creating access, building skills, and connecting our residents to real opportunities. It's designed to ensure that as our city grows, our community grows with it. That's what we all want. So what else can we do for our small businesses? We can ensure economic growth includes everyone. Not just those with capital, not just those with connections, everyone. And that's exactly what our CRA is doing, creating new pathways for our local entrepreneurs. Let me give you an example. The Bynum family, they started with a backyard barbecue in 2005. Through hard work, they transitioned to a food truck and then into something more. With support from our CRA, they're now opening a brick and mortar restaurant right here in Pompano Beach. Yes. Yes. But folks, that's not just a business success story. That's creating generational wealth, being built right here in our community. That's what is inclusive economic development. That's what it looks like, folks, making it happen right here on the streets. I think Mr. Bynum and his wife are here, right over here. Thank you, folks, for being a part of our community. And we all look forward to coming by your restaurant once it opens in a not too distant future. Thank you so much for being here and participating in the real growth in Pompano Beach. Thank you. But folks, growth cannot come at the expense of our residents. That's why affordable housing remains a priority. The Sonata development is a clear example of balanced growth. It's a mix of housing options, serving low-income residents, workforce families, and market-rate tenants. And we didn't stop there. We ensured some space for local businesses on the ground floor, partnering with the Chamber of Commerce to support future entrepreneurs. This is what thoughtful development looks like. Housing, opportunity, and community, all working together. These initiatives, they're not just isolated efforts, folks. They're part of a larger strategy to build a city where opportunity is real for everybody, where growth is inclusive, and where every resident has a path forward. I'm excited to share some of the incredible benefits for those who choose to make Pompano Beach a place to live and to do business. The next projects represent the very best of our Renaissance. They're committed, they're community-focused, but truly offer something for everyone. Wahoo Bay and Shipwreck Park have been nearly a decade in the making. Yes, it's huge. This is huge. Today, students from pre-K through PhD are gaining hands-on experience in marine science, environmental awareness, and STEM subjects. This is learning brought to life. Wahoo Bay connects our community to the blue economy, opening doors to careers in marine research, aquaculture, and ocean technology. Since 2024, our live underwater camera has allowed residents to experience marine life in real time, with tracked species growing from 35 to 173 today. That's how many have been identified through this little camera. And best of all, Wahoo Bay is open daily from 10 to 4, so everyone can explore and learn. Building on that momentum, we're welcoming the Jellyfish Museum, scheduled to open, I believe, this week. Yes, it's absolutely. It's indeed a badge of honor. They came to us from Ukraine. It's an amazing concept. So the Jellyfish Museum here in Pompano Beach. This interactive space, it's going to give children and family a hands-on way to explore marine science and biology. It is truly a neat concept, sparking curiosity and inspiring the next generation. That's it. We've got a real opportunity here to grow these things for Pompano Beach. Next, let's talk about the McNabb Sensory Botanical Gardens. We're turning an underutilized park into a very special place for residents of all ages. You can experience nature through sight, touch, smell, and sound. No other city in Broward County will have an open space or park space like this. Truly a unique endeavor, a place that fosters curiosity, wellness, and environmental stewardship. Then the McNabb House will be restored, preserving our history while creating a restaurant venue for all to enjoy. From a walk in the serene gardens to attending a wedding, the grounds will be transformed into a wonderland for our community and visitors alike. And very important, this open space will create a revenue stream that doesn't exist today to help fund the maintenance of the garden. And finally, our cultural assets. Today they're stronger than ever. In 2025 alone, we offered 576 opportunities for residents and visitors to experience the arts in Pompano Beach, including free events that welcomed more than 60,000 attendees. That's not just culture, folks. That's economic impact. The arts bring people into our community and spend dollars. Yes. But folks, we continue to grow. Joining the Cultural Center, Baca, and Ali, we proudly opened the Hive Black Box Theater in September of 2025. This $1.2 million investment, it'll be up there, supported by over $500,000 in state grants, is a meaningful addition to District 4 and our entire city. So the arts in Pompano Beach continue to grow. From early literacy to STEM, from the blue economy to workforce development and entrepreneurship, Pompano Beach is creating an opportunity for every resident at every stage of life. Today, I'm proud to say, the state of Pompano Beach is strong. Yes. We're grounded in achievement, propelled by momentum, but guided by a vision. Thanks to our businesses, our residents, our partners, and our investors, we're building a city that thrives economically, celebrates community, and embraces opportunity. Now, one second before I close. I've got one other thing I want to mention today. It's something that we just found out about. Let me pull it out here. Hold on. Ow! I'm going off script here. I hope everybody can follow me. Just today we got this. This is from the Metropolitan Planning Organization. It is a special award. They just had their Safe Streets get together. They do it every year. And Pompano Beach was awarded a special award for our Atlantic Boulevard Dixie Highway project in improving the safety of that intersection. Yes, the original genesis behind that intersection change was for safety. It was one of the most dangerous intersections in Broward County, and that's why we attacked that problem and came up with a solution. And we got an award for that, as well as many other awards we've gotten throughout time. Mr. Harrison, you can keep this one in your office also. Very good. All right. So now, as we close, please enjoy this reflection of why Pompano Beach is truly Florida's warmest welcome. Yes, here we go. So folks, thank you so much for coming out today. I hope you were pleased with the presentation. I hope you're pleased with the things that are going on in the city of Pompano Beach. The state of our city truly is strong, and we truly have a wonderful vision and a great trajectory forward. We are moving to new heights every single year, but it's all part of a collaboration between the city and also the businesses and private individuals. So thank you all for being here, being part of Pompano Beach. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, back to Evie. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you again so much, Rex, for sharing this valuable information on the growth of our beautiful city of Pompano Beach. And just to kind of add some more information, the Jellyfish Museum actually opens tomorrow. So I know he mentioned it opens tomorrow at 3 p.m., so you all are open to check that out. So again, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without you today, this event would not have been possible. So once again, thank you so much to our presenting sponsor, Lou Backrow Automotive Group. Thank you again to our platinum sponsor, Roca Point Partners. Thank you to our gold sponsors, Broward, Palm Beaches, St. Lucie Realtors, Federal Engineering and Testing, Harrah's Pompano Beach, Redevelopment Management Associates, and Keith. Our silver sponsors, Ruthie Brooks with Balustrade Real Estate and Waste Management. Our community partners, Georgia Enterprises, Parrish and Associates, LM Restaurants, Natalia Bray with Balustrade Real Estate, and TLC for Teachers. And last but not least, our financial partners, Seacoast Bank, Centennial Bank, and I Think Financial. We thank you all so much. Now, for those of you who would love to rewatch this amazing event that we hosted today, it will be available on the city's website, as well as the Chamber's website, as well as both of our YouTube channels. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channels, you will be alerted once this video is available. Again, we want to thank you all so much. Before you leave, we encourage you all to check out our vendors and our sponsors that are in the lobby, connect with one another, continue to mix and mingle. And again, we thank you all for joining us on this busy afternoon. We wish you and your business and just your individual personal lives continued success. And again, please get back to your destination safely. Thank you so much.